On his day off, Detective Minjun paid 40,000 won to Si Woo. By chance, they exchanged a friendly wave across the street the following day. Soon after, Si Woo was arrested and fined. Why? On his day off, Detective Minjun paid 40,000 won to Si Woo. By chance, they exchanged a friendly wave across the street the following day. Soon after, Si Woo was arrested and fined. Why?
Wow.
I have a pretty good idea of what's going on. I'm gonna wait and see a couple of hints if it's in the right direction.
All right.
Was he being set up?
No, actually, this was all part of their normal stuff.
Because I was assuming it was some criminal activity of some sort, and that the detective was paying off someone. But
no, the detective was not paying someone off. He was just enjoying his day off.
What would waving at someone give away? And did you say the detective was arrested or Si Woo was arrested?
Oh, no, Si Woo was arrested. The detective,
fun.
had paid Si Woo for a service. And the next day they waved, and then Si Woo was arrested after that.
Was it a legal service?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That rules out several of my guesses.
Yeah, that rules out what I had thought maybe you had to pay to go see Si Woo in prison. And then when you waved at him on the street, he wasn't in prison.
Surprise!
Wait a minute.
This is 40,000 won, so this is Korea,
Yes.
I think. And that's about, I want to say about $100, I think, US, roughly. It's not a huge amount of money. 40,000 sounds like a huge amount, but I think there's a lot of Korean won to the dollar and pound.
And the wave was a normal wave, not a...
Not a giant wall of water sent towards.
He didn't wave with a weapon or anything. No, it was just a wave.
A friendly lightsaber wave.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, producer David. About $30 is what was paid here, so it's not much.
Not bad, yeah.
Oh, so yeah.
Okay, hold on. Si Woo must not have been meant to know who the detective was. The fact that Si Woo waved and recognized the person who paid them must have been a clue that something illegal was going on or something wrong was going on. It was meant to be anonymous.
Like the detective was undercover?
But what you're saying just before that was more on track.
Okay, Si Woo wasn't meant to know what the detective looked like. And the fact that the detective was recognized was a clue that something was wrong.
Yeah, I think so. The wave is what revealed that Si Woo should be arrested. So yeah, Tom, what you were saying was very much on the right track. There was something up with Si Woo recognizing the detective.
Yeah, the service was legal, but perhaps Si Woo wasn't allowed to sell said service. Or maybe Si Woo is the X factor there. And then waving revealed a tattoo or something that said, "Oh, that's Si Woo who did the service. It wasn't."
Trace, you're on the right track with Si Woo not supposed to be providing this service.
So was there a clue in the hand? Maybe the detective had only seen the hands of Si Woo, and that that's the person who shouldn't.
No, you're getting colder. I think, Tom, before when you said, "Oh, the one that means it's Korea," it being in Korea is also relevant.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. So what kind of stuff would one be arrested for in Korea? Just in general.
Let me get out my book of Korean laws.
No waving in public. Oh, well, that's it.
Yeah. So this is only going to happen in Korea, this situation. And Si Woo regretted waving. He realized in that moment he had given himself away.
Okay, what services might someone visit someone for? Okay, so what legal services might someone...
Yes.
And for about $30, so it's not like this is someone visiting an accountant or something like that.
No, and it was his day off. It was the detective's day off.
Is it a family-friendly service?
Yeah.
Good.
Nail painting. Hip hop.
Yeah.
Massage. Massage? Mm-hmm. Hang on. Did okay, this I need to phrase this in a way that doesn't sound really dodgy.
Yeah.
Did the detective think he was getting a massage from a woman and Siwoo is a male name? No. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
No. So everything seemed fine during the massage. It was the wave the next day that tipped off the detective that Siwoo needed to be arrested.
Did Siwoo have like an injury or an illness or something wrong with their hand?
Okay.
Ooh.
Like they shouldn't have been performing massage because they were infectious?
Yeah, you're on the right track with Siwoo having something about him that made it that he shouldn't be practicing massage.
Did Siwoo work with something that made them like unqualified to give massage? Like they were...
He is unqualified to give a massage. Yeah, a massage, for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Because he's working with something. What disqualifies you from massage as a skill? Like
In Korea, specifically.
That washing a hand can't.
Is there something about working with animals?
Siwoo is a horse.
Who knew how to wave?
We never thought to ask if Siwoo was human.
You're right. That horse just waved at me. Arrest
Arrested horse.
Huh.
Yes, yeah, because we've been focusing on what impairment does Siwoo have that prevents him from massaging, but it's actually what can he do that prevents him from massaging, and what might a wave mean that you can do that would get you caught.
Was he selling himself as a blind masseuse?
Oh!
Yes,
What?
Oh!
well done.
Wow.
Yes,
Lucy, nailed
Lucy,
it.
Nailed it. Got it.
That's fantastic.
So Siwoo was a blind masseuse and waved as a detective. Well,
Yeah. And unfortunately, in Korea specifically, the art of massage, only visually impaired people are allowed to practice massage legally because it's sort of keeping that space open for people who are visually impaired to have
I
employment.
read that somewhere and it annoys me that I did not connect Korea and massage until you said that.
It's okay, Tom. It's okay.
cool.
My brain is meant to be full of stuff like this, and it clearly is, but the filing system is not quite there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need a better search.
Ban the librarian.
So in South Korea, only visually impaired people are allowed to practice massages, and that law dates all the way back to 1913, when it was introduced as a way to give the visually impaired better job prospects. And there's a risk of 30 million won, which is $25,000 fines or 3 years of imprisonment. It's thought that tens of thousands of illegal masseurs flout that law. And it's been upheld on multiple occasions in court. Most recently in 2021. Wild.
Oh, wow. Neat.
Yes, so Siwoo was practicing massage illegally because he was not visually impaired, and in Korea, only visually impaired people are allowed to practice massage, and the wave gave it away.